Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Duffy Duck here once again, and I'm back for some more, yet again, for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Let's Play of Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360/PlayStation 3 DLC playthrough. So, last time we actually did tackle buddy forms of Junon DLC levels, even though I will admit though right away, though, is the fact that, Junon stages, when it comes to the DLC stages, it's alright. I mean, surely I did die several times in the forms of Act 2-2 and especially Act 4 because they're all pretty much lap-based levels. As a matter of, oh actually I think it was Act 4 or 5. I'm not exactly sure for that, miscounted for the acts numbers wise. So anyways though, so today for this episode is the fact that we're going to be hit off to Shamar DLC packs. So this might be very interesting for you guys who may as well be very curious to see how this will turn out, because when we get to the nighttime levels though, you can definitely tell how the fact that this particular DLC levels can go to hell, even for the nighttime levels. But even then, at the moment we only got 2 stages. Huh. Okay, that's a little bit convincing right there. So anyways, let's get started by the forms of Act 1-2, so you know, just like any forms of regular Act 1, except the fact that, you know, it's a lot more difficult. And plus, not to mention though, I can assume it actually includes the time limit this time around, so Jesus Christ, man. Alright, let's go. Alright, so, turns out, oh, I need to do this quick time events. Oh, you... Alright, so, hopefully oh, shoot. I keep running into those bumps like a doofus. Alright, hopefully I can make it way to... Oh, shoot. Fine, I'll go to the harder pathway. Thanks, game. And thanks for giving me a little bit of an opportunity to give me a crap like these days, so that you can able to actually send me those spikes and... Oh, shoot. I keep on air boosting like... Oh, God. I'm playing sucky right now. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm going that way. Why? Anyways, hopefully I can just... No! Ah, you... Ah, damn it. You know what? Let's go to fudge it and just restart this. Okay. This is getting... Huh? I'm getting flattened like a pancake. You freaking... Alright. Time to do this quick time events here. Son of a... Fine, you're gonna make me do that game, thanks. In fact, let me just say this right now. In fact, the matter of the matter is I just keep on... Fudge this stage, man. You know what? Fudge Shamar. Alright, let's go. And I keep running into those like an idiot because I did not expect to see that new... On this fudging bullcrapping ass stage, I mean... This is ridiculous, man. I don't know if you probably noticed at this point, and why is it placed right there? Jeez Louise, man. This stage is really out against me. Okay, let's do this, people. Let's do this. Hopefully, we can able to actually get ourselves a little bit more successful at this rate, but the thing is about this stage, though, is the fact that there's gonna be tons of spikes and bombs are everywhere in this level. And plus, not to mention though, there's gonna be a lot of death situations, even especially noticeable in trial and error moments like this, even especially noticeable how BS this stage was. And even then though, you can expect to see how you're gonna be dying in this stage a lot. So, okay, there we go. Now we've managed to accomplish that, no problem. And hopefully we can able to get ourselves a much better run throughout this race. So, there we go. And, yeah. So today was actually forms of the 16th of June 2018, so even then though, that's the Nintendo Treehouse Live is now pretty much over, so even then though, ever since you doing the likes of been doing it last night, and even then though, as far as I've heard about something, is the fact that, well, since how the fact that, recently Nintendo Treehouse Live already stated about the forms of Super Mario Party, that he only just shows us once per day or something like that. But even now, that could expect things. So wait, hello, man. F this stage. Hey. Anyway, though, as I was saying about the forms of how the fact with the Nintendo Treehouse Live that they've actually shown us not one but twice amount of footage or 2 footages in a row with the forms of Super Mario Party, which is quite unusual, but in forms of the a new announcement of the Mario Party game. Because of that, compared to how it does in 2014 in E3, they've only just shown Mario Party 10 at least once. And then similar to the likes of how it does it in E3 2016 as well, like they only just shows Mario Party Star Rush at least for once. But even then though, it's quite unusual to see how the fact that with the Super Mario Party, at least it did show like 2 days, which is pretty cool. I think this is most likely because of how the fact that, well, I've noticed something but in forms, I think it was actually in day 3, in forms of the returning from the Super Mario Party onto that specific footage they actually did showcase. And turns out there's going to be like, not only does it bring back the classic old school gameplay style ever since during the likes of the Mario Parties 1 through 8, but it turns out there's going to be a new mode is actually going to be introduced, but not just a new mode, but also by the forms of this very, very unique feature, which I really appreciate, which I'll explain more on that later. But first of all, I want to suggest is the fact they've actually announced there's going to be the second party mode, but in forms of the partner party mode, which the partner party mode, it plays exactly like how it does it in both Star Rush and the Top 100 all at the same time, because even though we have to do it this grid-based system once again, even though except the fact that the difference is this time around though is the fact that you're actually going to be taking turns instead of like moving at the same time. So even though while it's still moving at the same time syndrome, but only 2 players can able to actually just shoot. I did not notice these spikes are placed onto those specific walls when I have to climb through. Oh, that's just plain ridiculous, man. I'm gonna tell you that now. Okay. At least we made it, though. At least we still made it, though, so... hopefully we don't die as many times as I like it would be, but... anyways, let's dash for those little robots there, and boom. Phew. God, that was over. Jesus Christ. You know, they're not expecting how many times I do die in this level, though, because, again, trust me when I say this level can get outright ridiculous sometimes, even especially noticeable with the actual level design itself, and even especially noticeable you have to worry about the time limit too, and if you manage to spend on this level for too long, well, good thing about this is the fact that the time limit itself can actually hold up to 7 minutes, so that's the only good thing. But if you manage to let the timer run out of it all by itself, then you have to do the entire level all over again, completely filled with trial and error moments. And to make matters worse, if you manage to run out of time, you expecting you would able to actually run out of lives, or in this case losing a life I should say, so yeah, that's just plain ridiculous, man. Anyway, so now we're moving on to Act 3, and this level is very different from one another because we're gonna have to find 10 Chow in a single level. So even then though, it's a bit like how it does in the forms of, you know the game Sonic Heroes, in the forms of the Team Chaotix levels, in the forms of Lost Jungle, and the fact that you have to find 10 Chows in the forms of the Lost Jungle level. It feels similar here, except the fact that we need to find specifically all 10 of them, so even then though, you don't have to find the half amount of Chows in the forms of Sonic Heroes Lost Jungle, in the forms of Team Chaotix missions. Although the fact of the matter is though, with the forms of the Team Chaotix playthrough, or in this case the Team Chaotix run through of Lost Jungle, how the fact of the matter is that there are, I would say, about all 20 of those Chows to find on that particular level as far as I'm aware for that kinds of stuff, so yeah, that's pretty much saying this much. So even now, let's go ahead and just do a homing attack reaction, and well, we get ourselves not only those whole abundance of rings, but also an extra life as well. So yeah, how about that then, huh? And oh my god, we have to dodge a lot of flamethrowers. Jeez Louise. Anyways though, back into what I was saying, but in forms of the Super Mario Party, with the forms of the partner party mode, that, you know, it plays exactly like Star Rush, that we have to make your way to the star space while simply using the grid system, and in fact the matter is you have to land on that specific space once again, like in the forms of Toad Scramble mode in Star Rush. But except the fact, unlike in Balloon Bash and even the minigame match in the Top 100, you can simply obtain stars when you're able to actually walk past the or walk through the actual star balloons, but even then though, you have to land on that specific star space before you're able to actually just get yourselves a star. So that makes it pretty sufficient right there. So, and also not to mention though, is the fact that there's something that's really I just want to point things out to talk about for this point, folks. I'm very happy to notice that is that this might be the first time ever in the Mario Party series to have that feature, and actually forms the online play. Thank you, Nintendo, for actually deciding to able to add online mode in the actual Mario Party game for once, for Super Mario Party. But the thing is though, is the fact that it's only mini-games only, instead of like the game boards and stuff like that. I could expecting so, because they might actually take really long time to able to actually let the board games to end, which I could assuming so. But even then though, this may be something to do with like a Mario Fun, where you have to go through a serious amount of mini games you have to go through, which even then, I apologize of my lack of script of anything else for that stuff, I'm afraid, guys, because well, there's not much I could really talk for this point, because other than being like, I'm really glad that the you know, the Super Mario Party now finally features the online play, which even I know that's how it should be done in the majority of the modern Mario Party games. Like, everyone was betting for it in Mario Party 8 back. Oh, you kidding me? This means I have to go all the way back. Yep. See, this is what I mean when it comes to air boosting sometimes in this game, though, is that you can quite frequently overshoot yourself in the forms of the biggest amount of distances you're actually going to be covered for this point. And as a result of this kind of tradition like this, that you have to go for the entirety of this particular beginning part all over again, which makes me feel like kind of tedious for the most part though, if you want to able to actually finish the main level itself, which even I know that despite the fact that the air boosting can get pretty fickle at one point. Anyways though, aside from that, but in forms of the actual, what was I trying to say from before, from the past Mario Party games, back in the day anyway, that most of the people was hoping, sorry for a little bit of a tongue twisting in the end, folks, how the fact that they're really hoping for online play in any other Mario Party game, like back in 2007, that they're expecting to have Mario Party 8 to have online features, or even Mario Party 9 in 2012, and then, also, the Mario Party Island Tour for the 3DS, or the Mario Party 10 for the Wii U in 2015, or especially noticeable with Mario Party Star Rush in the Nintendo 3DS in 2016, and last year's the Top 100 in 2017, but never happened until when it's like 2000. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be bull. I mean, are you for real? Are you for real? Isn't this free? I don't believe you, man. I really don't believe you anymore. But on the plus side, we've only got 2 chow left until we're able to actually completely done with the forms of the daytime levels in you know, Arid Sands of anything. So, okay, there we go. That's more like it. Alright. Let's get that chow right there, right next to that little treasure box of any sorts, or treasure chest I should say, and whoa, too many robots in sight! Okay, whew. Alrighty then, that does it for Act 3. Whew. Alright, so we'll take a B rank, we'll definitely take it, I'll take it, and truth be told, that we've done this particular level itself. So, now, with that out of the way, well, first of all, let's go ahead and level up some more experience points for some strength for Sonic the Werehog, quote unquote. And we can now able to actually move it on to the nighttime levels. Well, let's just jump in right about now. The fact of the matter is that I've got about, I don't know how much lives I've got right about now, but even then, we'll get to that eventually. So, yeah, let's get into Act 2 right there. So, once again, we have to deal with 2 stages, just like any forms of the daytime levels of any sorts. So, let's get into it, shall we? Oh man, I'm honestly I will admit though right away for this point, folks, but even then, I'm actually felt incredibly nervous, even especially later on though. So, yeah, let's get to it. So, yeah, now, you know this little, flamethrower that usually appears from a couple of stages notice? Well, if you accidentally manage to get touched by the flamethrower as the Werehog, Turns out your damage output is actually way too high this time around though, so chances are you're gonna get your health draining a lot, even if you accidentally just touch the flamethrower all by itself. So even then, no, that's as far as I'm majorly concerned with this though. So even then, no, yeah. Let's get this thing started right there. So let's go and chuck this little water barrel at this little wizard kind of enemy right there. And we're able to actually once again beat the likes out of these enemies pretty much. And that's all I can say about this though. So, yeah. Okay, so I believe for the most part though, Act 2 wasn't nearly as hard though, until Act 3 though. Because I'm gonna tell you that right about now, that I absolutely despise Act 3 in Shamar Knight in a huge passion. So, you guys should know what I'm talking about once we get into that, so anyways though, and yet again, most like any forms of Spagonia DLC level pack, unfortunately for you guys about the fact that with my awkward pauses in my recording sessions for my commentary wise, it's nothing bad about the recording session on the actual gameplay footage, it's just the actual commentary itself can usually sometimes pause it in between these different parts of the level itself, because once again, my laptop starts to able to lag all the goddamn time. I think this is mainly because of my, yeah, as you see that right there, that my health is draining way too fast for the Werehog. That's only because, you know how the fact that, Sonic the Werehog actually retains his fur, unlike any forms of, well, just like any forms of Shadow the Hedgehog and Silver the Hedgehog. Well, since Sonic the Hedgehog, he doesn't have any fur, unless he transforms into a Werehog of himself, so that makes it a little bit of more of a sensible feedback. Ever since during the likes, if you ever watched the one of those clips in the forms of Sonic Shorts Volume 8, how the fact of the matter is that Sonic complains that he doesn't have any fur, unlike any forms of Shadow and Silver, so that makes it pretty obvious here. So let's wait until these flamethrowers worn out, and we can now able to continue. So, aside from, you know, the Super Mario Party, which I'm really happy about by the forms of now featuring online, modes and stuff like that, also beyond that, there's gonna be something new related stuff by the forms of Mario Tennis Aces, to be more specifically online tournament stuff. Well, at least to be more specifically the actual, unlockable, characters you can able to get. But in forms of, at the moment, we have his Koopa Trooper, which is definitely 100% true. But also, not only that, we also have ourselves Blooper for the very first time in the forms of the Mario Tennis universe, which even then, in order to actually unlock this to begin with, is that you have to anticipate the forms of the tournaments or the online tournaments and stuff like that. And also, what's great about the forms of trying to actually unlock those characters to begin with is that most like any forms of ARMS from the Nintendo Switch, they constantly spamming those, you know, new latest updates in that game that usually just brings you into a new playable character's choices and stuff like that. I'm happy to know is the fact that if you actually missed out on the actual tournament events, you can just simply still able to actually unlock those specific characters, mainly Koopa Trooper in August and Blooper from this September. So, without further until later on, and bruh, dude, I did not expect it to actually get hit right there. Jeez, man. Hey, that's a bit crazy though. But anyways, once you defeat that Titan right there, then we can able to actually just you know, hang on to here if I manage to grab these rings first, because I'm slowly draining on health. So even then, I might as well able to actually get some more health there. So, actually, before I continue on, I need to get myself my extra life right there. So that way, it actually leads me to 91 one-ups. So, that should be plenty of like, and especially noticeable that we've almost there to the 99 lives mark count. So, expecting so for that anyway, so yeah. And also taking notice from the SD version or the Wii, the PlayStation 2 version, you can just simply just chuck these enemies from the distance right there, including the likes of the next section as well. So, expecting so for this much, then yeah, that's not that much of a big of a deal though for me though. So, anyways, aside from when my laptop just starts to lagging all of a sudden, I have to keep on switching off my laptop for certain minutes notice. I think it's most likely because I was busy watching you know, Nintendo Treehouse Live, which even I know, I was totally right after all about the fact that they can't be bothered to actually showcase off some more of those 3DS stuff, but in forms of Luigi's Mansion Remake, or especially notable with the Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, and even especially there's no luck of the forms of the new Zelda game to be out on the 3DS, and there's no sign of Star Fox Grand Prix game on the forms of Nintendo Switch either, which I felt really bad for them, honestly, because I'm actually looking forward to see how the new Star Fox game is going to be a racing game, but I don't know what it is though. Let me know in the comments below to see how the fact that, how come that, that game has never been announced at E3 this year. So even then though, that's as far as I expected it to, so. Anyway, so we got ourselves another wizard to deal with right there, so expecting so. I'm actually going to be saving my Unleash meter until we get to the very end of the level. I'm going to tell you that now, because, well, obviously because of how the fact that I get the feeling, or the strong feeling about this, is the fact that I'm going to have to face off against with the Titan at the very end, so. Oh, of course we got these guys again ever since during the likes of the regular Act 1 level, because if you could tell, right, that, those guys are pretty much an unused enemy in this game. Well, it wasn't until the DLC levels that these guys now makes their appearance fully now. So even then though, that all it does is basically just shoots out those projectiles at you, and occasionally they'll try to do a little bit of a slam attack, just like in the forms of Dark Moray from, you know, Alaska boss fight. And especially noticeable with the forms of the actual design, looks very similar to the Iblis worms from, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 and stuff like that, except, well, it doesn't usually deal with flames. And what's really cool about this is that if you manage to let one of those little snake-type enemies right there, can actually get burned, and yeah, you can watch them just manage to get their health drained in no time. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyways though, let's get these more experience points before you're able to actually just continuously leveling up for more strength for the Werehog. So, expecting so for this much though anyway, so yeah, that's what I can really talk about. Okay. So let's just do this, and now we can able to continue, and expecting for this much, then, well, as you expected, we got ourselves a Titan at the very end. Well, not only one, but two of them, actually, so, oh boy. Well, it's a good thing that I've got myself my Unleash mode, which thankfully I've already activated and all that stuff, so even then though, expecting we can able to actually finish them off in due time, and yeah, you know, you get the idea, so. I suggest you don't get back up, because if you do get back up, then you weren't able to actually get knocked back even more. So, it was really stingy about these two Titans right over there. Sorry for the lack of dialogue for that point, folks. But, basically, the whole fact that if you actually concentrate onto one Titan or another, sometimes the other Titan can always try to able to do with that stupid earthquake animation and all that stuff, which always happens quite frequently though. And especially noticeable how the fact that, who's someone that actually restores one of the Titan's health? I think it's one of the wizards actually, so yeah, I suggest you take down this wizard enemy first before you're able to actually finish them off. Well, the only good thing about the Titans though is they can instantly hit each other every time they do an earthquake attack, or even especially noticeable with this particular weapon attack that he actually used, so. Oh, he's almost down. Okay, there we go. I think that's him down. Whoa, bruh. Jeez. Alright, at least we get some experience points in addition to more of the Unleash meter gauge up, so yeah, we can able to beat the likes out of him again, so how about that then, huh? And expecting so with the forms of some of these levels, especially noticeable in the nighttime levels, can go really damn long too. Especially noticeable with the forms of these stupid battle sequences like this part, for instance, that I did not notice. I just got, you know, knocked back twice in the forms of that stupid shockwave ability, which even then, or the technique I should say. So, let's go ahead and deliberately try to deal with the final blow here, and expecting so for that anyway. Yeah, you guys should know the drill, so. I could use the shield until earlier on, but I don't want to let the game glitched out again, unlike in the forms of Windmill Isle from now on though. So even I know that we've pretty much done with the main level, so now let's go ahead and just, before we continue, yeah, that's all I can say about it, so. Let's finish the main level, so let's see how well I did. Oh, right, S rank, yay. That's what I expected, so, because even then though, that unlike in, the actual official daytime levels, that I, haven't got any single, S ranks since, I would say since, since Begonia all of a sudden, or maybe, I don't know, I've just got lost track for this point, folks. But anyways, let's put the rest of the majority of those experience points on combat, so now the combat level's at 24, and we'll put the rest for shield, so there we go then. Alrighty, one more level left, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll present to you probably is the worst nighttime DLC level in the entirety of this set. And that's the forms of, Act 3. Jeez Louise. Although, kind of thing about it though is that I've got 2 S ranks in a row with the forms of Shamar so far with the nighttime levels, which is kind of convenient though, except Dark Guardian as a boss fight though, so yeah, let's head into this. So, the reason why I just really despise this level so much is because, well, we'll explain more on that later, but first off, we got ourselves these guys again, and even ender, that we can able to actually deal with them with a, well, since I've got myself my strength up, this means I can able to actually dish out those guys no problem, especially noticeable how, excuse me, how the fact that, you can able to actually get tons of experience points every time you actually, visit to the actual DLC stages in the forms of this game in particular. Which, even then though, still, that's one thing I should definitely recommend it though, so, especially noticeable if you want to get that achievement / trophy, for those of you who ever purchased the PlayStation 3 version of this game, so, yeah. Really do like this music though, with the forms of, Shamar nighttime level music, which is almost like a jazzy vibe, but even then though, that's as far as I can majorly concern with this though, so yeah, this is one reason I really despise this level so much, is the fact that we need to deal with a lot of climbing segments. Notice, even especially noticeable these spikes, now comes into play, and in addition to that though, until the very end of the level, we're probably going to be introducing to ourselves is one of the worst enemy placement I've ever fucking seen in the forms of this game in particular. Like, you can definitely tell why when we get to that point. So, yeah, don't believe me on that one, but even then though, you guys can really tell of what's gonna come up next after doing with the, you know, a whole lot of difficult platforming sections. Notice, even especially noticeable that sometimes camera helps and sometimes it doesn't. So even then though, that's the only things I'm much more able to consider this fact. So, I highly suggest you don't go down there because it will actually just summon those enemies, not to mention with the, ruining the forms of this little nice jazzy music going on in the background, but you know, it might just get replaced so easily with the forms of that stupid repetitive battle theme music all the time, which even though that can get a little bit obnoxious, I'm gonna tell you that guys until now. So anyways, I think we're almost there for the most part though. Like, although good thing about it is the fact that this level is very, very short though too, so even though we can expect it to able to reach up in that specific point. Okay, it's this particular butthole right there, but since we can't, oh Christ, I almost died there. Please don't tell me that. Okay, good. That way I can completely ignore him from now on though. Because trust me when I say this, when you're trying to deal with the Titan in that specific small arena, chances are you will die a lot, especially noticeable there's no guardrails on site, so even then that's as far as you might think about it though, so even then yeah. Oh, we just let the actual, the Titan battle themes be playing now. Oh crap, 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 crap. Ugh. You see what I'm talking about? That this stage is absolute ridiculous if you manage to play this on your first time run through for this. So, expecting myself included. So even then, oh crap, 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 crap. Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes these spikes will always attempt to ruin your platforming tactics like this. So, but still, it's incredibly consistency. I'm gonna tell you that, guys. Now, oh crap. Okay. Oh, I'm safe. I'm super safe. And plus, not to mention though, you don't want to take onto these little poles for too long because these pole stuff will once again decide to crumble all over it. So we have to be very, very quick and also trying to react to it in time. So, man, I managed to make it there with ease. I don't know why I'm just laughing like that. Anyways though, here's the prime example of how the fact that this level sucks. The reason being for that is because, well, first of all, you once again have to face off against with the Titan enemy, once again. but except the fact it's in a small freaking arena. And as a result of this kind of stuff, if you think about getting a knockback is a problem, well, it's gonna be a huge problematic in this level though, because not only that, because if you manage to seriously get screwed over right there, even when you try No! You see what I'm talking about right there, so oh, phew, that was really lucky. I almost got owned by that. Jeez Louise. Alright. And also not to mention though, with these fire wizards, they always are trying to interrupt you with this particular battle sequences like this. You will able to actually get disabled your attacks, which even though, just like any forms of the proto-disc type enemies or the disco skull stuff in the forms of the first Legend of Zelda game, that it actually disables your sword attacks and stuff like that. Oh, you kidding me? My attacks is going way slower than I was used to be at this point. And plus, you're pretty much limited with the forms of the Unleash meter from now on though, because you, no matter what though, if you're actually becoming very lucky when it comes to strength and... Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh. This is seriously sucks though, even especially noticeable that if you think about trying to able to deal with this Titan enemy for like considerable amount of seconds, it just takes absolute forever to able to deplete his health. And also not to mention though, that I've mentioned this before, there's no guardrails on to be safe though, and plus not to mention though, the originally the barrier was supposed to show up, but unfortunately though, it does not seem to actually come up. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Oh. And are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting tired of this section. Even especially noticeable how the fact that... Well, good thing this might actually be the final time we're going to be seeing Shamar from now on though. But it's just the way how... Oh my god, I hate the fact that this little freaking pip slap just hit me. I mean, good lord. In fact, let me guys know in the comments below if what you think about this level. Is it really frustrating as far as the actual, oh my god. It always trying to get into me, like seriously. Oh my god. Oh, and I died again. That's just great. That's just absolutely great. Well, at least this level is quite short though, but it's just the actual design is gone all over the place. Like, there's no barriers to be safe from, and especially noticeable how the fact that he has way too much impact on knockback occurred, which even then, that can always really frustrate the crap out of me. And plus, there's no aerial recover, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 2, or even especially noticeable with any other Kingdom Hearts games out there. Now, the fact that you can able to actually do an aerial recovery, what it forms if you manage to get hit by enemies in the mid-air, so even then, that makes it a little bit of a huge difference when it comes to those kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm probably not going to recommend doing a quick time event right there, because it will attempt to screw me over again, so even then, that's the only thing I need to... I wasn't near into that! Are you kidding me? This is what I get. I mean, this is how I get. And I just slipped for the pillar by no son of a... Ugh. Can you see right at this point, folks, that the failure compilation in this particular playthrough is going to be happening? So, I'm expecting so that I'm also able to actually tell you guys right about now. After the release of the forms of Anabat DLC Adventure Pack, I might decide to able to do a failure compilation on the exact same day as the forms of the Anabat DLC playthrough. So even then, I just want to point things out right away, because I just want to get this stupid thing out of the way first, so just in case I don't like, okay, at least the shield helps, but it doesn't help with how the fact that with the hit detection on the forms of the Titan's attacks, even especially noticeable when he was trying to do like a, like this particular, yeah, this attack right there, that if you think about trying to able to actually become safer to able to stay away from him, but chances are you're still gonna get hit, and plus you get knockbacks. Even then, no, that's what really frustrates the hell out of me, which even then... His health is almost depleted, but next thing you know, since I said this at this point, I got seriously get screwed over at this few seconds notice. Oh, fudge this stage, man. Fudge this stage. Oh. Why do I have to see this stupid little repeated animation with the forms of that stupid Titan monster? I mean, the stage. Alright. Okay, come on. Come on. Hopefully we can get... Not again! Are you kidding me, man? I'm tired of this. 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 Alright, there's no point in speaking to me whatsoever if I finally get past that stupid little bullcrap this is. Because you know what though? I'm not speaking into whenever I just managed to able to actually beat the crap out of him while I'm supposed to get like super ridiculously stuck. Because I'm getting tired of it. Son of a bitch! Apologize with my strong language for this point, folks, because this is absolute ridiculous. Even especially how noticeable how the fact that every attempt I make, and then next thing you notice that I might as well get screwed over by that stupid Titan monster, and that's how the fact that with the forms of how really overpowered he is, and this is seriously driving me up the freaking wall. Although it's kind of strange that Sonic the Werehog doesn't scream every time I keep on dying onto this bullcrap that ever was. I mean, seriously though. I mean, this is how the fact that I was always about to be able to do the acceptance of the forms of doing the DLC playthrough. Because I still remember the pain, and then brought me into the frustration on edge at anything is there to be specific. I just do remember it now. I remember that so much more clearly than ever will be. I mean, jeez. The difficulty on this Titan right there is ridiculous. It's not like how it does it in any forms of the Nintendo Wii/PlayStation 2 version. They can able to actually deal with him no problem. I feel like this version/PlayStation 3 version, I just get cheated. And I get cheated all over my freaking face. Or especially also on my walls and stuff. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, come on. Get this over with. Get this over with. Get this over with. Oh, I got an achievement right there. That's kind of cool. But get this over with. Thank you. Oh. Jesus Christ, I hate that part. You know what, Wizards, you don't deserve it, because you always attempt to disable my attacks, which even I know, that can always frustrate the crap out of me all the time, which even I know, yeah. Let's just get these experience points and get the hell out of here. Oh, God. B for bad bitch. Sorry for a little bit of the language there for that point, folks, but still. It's incredibly annoying though, I gotta tell you that now. Okay, so let's put these experience points to the shield there, and that wraps up for Shamar DLC pack. So, wow. Daytime, easy. Nighttime, ugh. I mean, that's quite nasty. Oh look, Shamar would be a film more like that. I don't know what's inside this planet core. That's definitely Shamar Knight, I'm telling you now. Anyways though, let's go ahead and end things off for this point right there. So join me next time on Let's Play Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360/PlayStation 3 DLC playthrough. It's the fact that we've only got 2 more countries left. Next up we're going to be heading to is Empire City. So yeah, see you guys next time. Later fellas. I should probably need some more drink.